Good morning from Revivalists. My name is Greta, and this is your revival moment where we look up to reach out. Today, I want to empower you in the word persistence. And this word comes from just my life experience lately, and that has been living with a 2-year-old. And if you haven't lived with a 2-year-old, I'll just fill you in real quick. You learn the word persistence very quickly. My son is the most persistent person I think I have ever met. Every day there is something that he wants or needs, and he has no problems telling me about it multiple times. And some days, he takes a nap, and before we put him down for his nap, he has one thing on his mind. Usually it's chocolate milk. And we lay him down. He takes his 2.5, 3-hour nap some days, and first thing he says when he wakes up is chocolate milk. He will not forget, and he will not give up. And sometimes that is met with some discipline, but other days it does make me step back and think about myself and my spiritual pursuit of God and my persistence in that relationship. And with that, the verse that has stuck out to me is found in Luke 11, and it says, and I tell you, Luke 11, 9-10, excuse me, and I tell you, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and it will be open to you. For anyone who asks receives, and the one who seeks finds. To the one who knocks, it will be open. In life, for me, it's been easy to take the approach at times of, well, God just didn't open that door, so I couldn't go in that direction. And that is very true. Don't get me wrong. There are doors God does not open, and we are not to walk through them. But sometimes I have found myself being guilty of making that an easy out. I don't know that I am persistently asking God about things and persistently seeking Him like I know He wants, and like He has said Himself in the scripture of, he who seeks finds. And I think about the women with the issue of blood that we find in Luke 8. She had this medical issue and nobody could help her, but she knew that Jesus could. And Jesus is found in a crowd on that day that is so big and it's so full of people that they're afraid that even himself will get crushed just by the multitudes of people that are there. And this woman is so persistent in reaching Christ that she makes her way through this crowd that's just shoulder to shoulder. And she touches the hem of Jesus' garment. And, even though he's being touched by so many people around him, he feels the power, healing power go from his body. And we all know, that she receives her healing. But I had to look at that story this week and think, she could have so easily sat by the road and thought, well, if Jesus decides to walk by me, or if he decides to stop and talk to me, or if he reaches out his hands toward me, maybe I'll be healed. No, she believed in that healing and she went after it. And she found her way and found a way to get to Christ. And I'm just so challenged by that, because in return for that persistence, she was healed. And we found ourselves at the beginning of a new year, and with New Year's come, new visions, new goals. And I just want to encourage you this week to find a place in your life that you can be persistent in. Maybe it's just being more persistent just in your relationship with Christ, just having a ready time every day to just meet with Christ and talk and pray. Maybe it's in a goal that you have. Maybe it's in a vision that you have. The main thing to keep in mind is just to ask God, what is the calling of your life? What is the vision He has for you? And then to seek what that direction is. Seek where you're supposed to go with that. And then knock. When He gives you a door, when He gives you a path, knock on the door and see if it's the way that you are to go, because He will direct you. He will guide you. And I've been guilty of knocking down some doors, I will admit. And there's always a happy medium with things. There's the happy medium of being persistent and seeking and knocking. And then there's the other side of things where, like, oh, this is where we're going, I don't care what happens. No, that's not what I'm talking about. We want to go to the door, we want to knock. We don't want to kick it down, but we want to knock and we say, God, is this what you have for me? And I just truly believe that He wants that relationship with us, where we are telling Him the desires of our hearts. We're telling Him what we feel He needs or He wants from our lives. And and then He can open up the doors for us. Um, Ask, seek, and knock. That's just what I want to leave you with today. I hope this can be an encouragement for you, especially as you're starting off 2022. But above all, we love you and we are praying for you this week. And we hope that until next time, that you can look up to reach out. Thanks. God bless.